All right. Welcome to Emma Knows Money. We have a very special guest and a good friend of mine, David Shavzin. And David is a certified management consultant. And David has been a management consultant for over 17 years. He's worked with several companies right now, and I would say for the last 17 years you've worked with privately held companies mostly.
Yes.
But prior to that, you did work with some Fortune 500 companies, even spending quite a bit of time abroad in Europe and France.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And David's expertise, although there are many, but I call on David in many cases to help clients with succession planning. So you deal a lot with exit and succession planning, but also there's kind of some people that we're working with who they want to figure out how to grow their business. And so why don't you tell our audience a little bit about what a management consultant is, because people hear the term and they don't necessarily know what it is.
No, it's a great question. Thanks for having me, Emma. Yes, we can define a management consultant in so many different ways, but in essence, it's helping business leaders, business owners to improve their company, work through maybe problems they're dealing with, general growth issues, and then I focus a lot on exit and succession planning for those business owners. But it's helping the enterprise grow, get better, build.
And so if there's a young business owner that's looking to take their business to the next level, or somebody kind of 10 years in and they're unable to figure out how to move to that next level, you can come in and tell them the things that they need to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I get a lot of clients or a lot of people that, when I meet them, and I know you get this too, what do you do? I'm a management consultant. What do you do? I'm a financial planner. Well, I want to sell my business, right?
Yeah.
So when do you want to sell your business? Tomorrow. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. And it's, I don't like being the bearer of bad news, but in many cases, when a person says that they want to sell their business and they're looking at selling it relatively quick, I have to tell them that they're not ready. So especially after asking them a series of questions, I realize you can't. So what do you think, or when do you think is the best time for a business owner to start planning to exit their business?
Great question, and the real answer is when they're just thinking about maybe starting the business, really, ideally. Get into business with that exit in mind.
Okay.
Right? We all are going to exit our businesses one way or the other.
At some
point in time.
At some point.
And if you're going to build the business, you want a long-term goal anyway, whether it's exit or succession of some point. So if they're already in business, the message really is start thinking about it now. Integrate that long-term exit plan, even if it's just a potential plan, into what we're doing day to day.
So in your strategic plan, in your business plan, you should still have an exit strategy, even if it's kind of broad?
Yeah. If you look at a business plan overall, the beginning of it really should be to say, hey, we're thinking about 10 years out.
Okay.
I want to sell the business, grow it to a certain dollar amount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, baby boomers own a huge number of privately held companies in this country.
Yes.
And I know that over the next 5 to 10 years, baby boomers are going to be, selling. Is that true? That there's a large number of businesses that are going to be sold? I guess it's in the millions, billions, millions.
Certainly in the millions.
Certainly.
And there are a lot of baby boomers with businesses out there. You hear a lot of what I hear is 4 to 4.5 million businesses will be sold in the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
However, what I always say is those businesses will be put on the market because so many of them won't sell for anything near what they want or need to get out.
Okay.
That's the reality.
That's a sad reality.
Sad reality.
I think also that what's kind of opened a lot of business owners' eyes to their business has to do with the recession. I think the recession was a wake-up call for a lot of people, and I hope that business owners continue to take heed, right, from the lessons learned during the market downturn. Now, business owners should have, I guess, an advisory team, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times if we speak to a business owner and we say, who's on your advisory team, they'll tell you that they have different professionals, a planner, a broker, an insurance agent, another insurance agent, a business attorney. But all of these people are operating independently.
Yes.
Right? And they don't talk to each other.
Too often.
Right. So my question to you is, who should be on that advisory team, and who should almost be the conductor or quarterback, or who should make sure that all of these individuals are talking to each other or together for the benefit of that business owner?
That's a good question too. It's really the best solution for that business owner is when those advisors are working together on a solution. It should be a CPA, it should be an attorney, corporate attorney. It should be on the personal side, the financial advisor like yourself, estate planning attorney. All those things are completely interrelated between the business and personal issues. And then coordination, it's a role that I fulfill as a management consultant, as a business coach, in terms of keeping people, that team coordinated on the same page and talking to each other, getting them out of their office, getting them in a room together. But that team of advisors is critical.
Yeah, that's one of the
Yeah.
higher level of services that we offer, and it's we go through a 100-point checklist,
Yeah.
and it is brutal. But you have to at least once a year get everybody in the room together
Yeah.
and make sure that we're all working towards a common goal, and that way there are no holes.
Exactly.
Right? So when we come back, we're going to talk to David about business valuations and how business owners can figure out what the valuation of their business is.